Welcome to the Circuit of the Americas in USA for the third to last round of the F1 2019 Career Mode Season 1 with Williams. 3 races to go until the season is done and over, but the championship fight is still going on between Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc as we head in towards the third to last round. The Constructors' Championship's already wrapped up. Ferrari have the Constructors. We've got 2 upgrades coming, but apart from that, we're just going to be waiting until next season to start really getting our upgrades sorted and start to catch Renault and Toro Rosso. But without further ado, it's time for the United States Grand Prix.
In 2012, America's on-again, off-again love affair with Formula One finally seemed to settle down with the completion of this wonderful racing facility here in Texas. Since then, we've been treated to some incredible races, including, of course, that classic wet-dry championship decider of 2015. It's the Circuit of the Americas then, situated 14 miles outside the great city of Austin. This is the 3.6-mile lap with 20 corners, 10 each to the left and to the right, and top speeds of around 200 miles per hour. Overtaking opportunities are available into turns 1 and 12, especially with that rear wing DRS wide open. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's talk about Thomas. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Gasly, Sergio Perez, and Norris, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Magnussen, and Lewis Hamilton, Grosjean, Stroll, Carlos Sainz. They've taken a grid penalty, and Butler, Weber, Albon, George Russell, and Max Verstappen, Hülkenberg, and Thomas. And with light...
It's a steep incline into turn 1 that'll help you scrub speed.
So just like so many times this season, we start last for today's United States Grand Prix. Obviously, qualifying went decent, but the reason why we're last is because we had a 15 grid penalty, 15 place grid penalty for new components. And yeah, that's why we're last. But it's time for racing, so I'm just focused about getting some positions, and hopefully we can try and get into 15th or 14th, or maybe even the near end of the top 10. Okay, so the formation lap's done. Tyres, I think my rear tyres are heated very well. Obviously with the setup, tyre temperatures are a pain on this track. So we're gonna have to try and manage that. Got minimum tyre pressures for this race, so hopefully that can help us. Lights out, away we go for the American Grand Prix. We get a bit of an average start. Hülkenberg gets a decent start. Stroll as well in the middle. Verstappen as well. He's also taken some penalties. Going to try and go around the outside of Max Verstappen. Wow. Verstappen just flies around the outside. Down the hill. We'll be side by side, I think, with Verstappen. That's an illegal overtake apparently, but okay. And there we go. So we're still in last place. But really, our overtaking will come in towards the braking zones and maybe even into corners. So if Verstappen brakes early, I'm going to get him. There you go, and that is 2 positions already. So we're already in 18th place. I've been keeping up with Albon. I don't know if that's him or me, or he's been going really slowly. I just feel I'm starting to click into that next next gear. So let's go. Rich Mix overtake DRS, Slipstream. There it is. P16 and Lucas Weber is next as we hit the corner nicely. Butler's gone really defensive. Don't know why you would go defensive. Try to get the best exit possible, but that's just ruined his exit. We're trying to defend from me. And now I'm going to overtake him for 14th place. We've literally went from last to 14th in a Williams, which is crazy on 102 difficulty. Safety car is out. So let's see what happens here. Going to come into the pit lane for soft tyres. Actually no, mediums, excuse me, mediums. It's a two-stop race today. Look at this, the whole pit lane's packed. Hopefully we can come out on het. Go, go. 1.8 second pit stop. That's my team. And now we're in P8. What a pit stop from the lads. Behind Pierre Gasly for the restart of this safety car. Well, the restart of this race. I mean, we're in P8 right now. We're in a very good position for points. I didn't think we were going to get points. Let's go down the inside. Gasly locks up. A bit of contact there on the side pod. Now there's P7. I've got Verstappen all over me here, and I think I might have to say goodbye to P7. I'm not really sure yet. The rear slides out through the last corner. I think P7 will be gone and Max Verstappen will overtake us, but we're still in the points, so that's all that matters. So we're still in P8. Make sure I don't hit that outside barrier as we come in for our second pit stop. Going to go on another set of medium tyres, and this should take us to the end of this race regarding if there's any safety cars or anything. And that's another excellent stop, 1.8 seconds again from the Williams crew. That's some quick pit stops, and we're only in 11th, so let's see if I can overtake Stroll here. I've been steadily catching him, but also Ricciardo. Ricciardo's been catching us as well, so hopefully we can try and Stroll's too far. And here comes Daniel Ricciardo down the inside, and that's position gone. Pace is really good right now as Stroll and Ricciardo going side by side, catching both of them, but I don't know if it'll be enough to overtake Stroll. I don't think I'll overtake Ricciardo, but if we can get Stroll in these next remaining laps, then I'd say this Grand Prix has been good, but time will tell. Around the last couple of corners as Sebastian Vettel wins the American Grand Prix, but we're going to come around the final corner to hold off Pierre Gasly. It's 1 point from last, so from last place we started last to 10th. Now that is what I call a good Grand Prix.
A team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari.
It's another Ferrari 1-2 in this F1 2019 career mode season. Ferrari are the champs, and that is the team that we're going to try and beat next season, but the fight between Vettel and Leclerc is still on, and Vettel seems to be having a major comeback. This is his second victory consecutively, so I wouldn't be surprised if Vettel starts a major comeback, and also Perez in the Williams in P3, which is massive as well for Renault. Their first podium of the series. Not a bad Grand Prix at all. We scored a point. Our pace, surprisingly, was actually really good. And yeah, 2 more races to go of this season. Thanks for watching. Vettel wins, and the championship is getting ever more fierce as we head in towards the end of the season. But thanks for watching, make sure to leave like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in Brazil for the next video. Goodbye.